Good morning. I'm trying this angle for you guys so you have a nicer angle, but it's making me very uncomfortable. Hondies. I'm a day late. I'm sorry. There was a big part of me that was like, just quit YouTube. Because I'm a disappointment to myself right now. Because I actually gained a little weight this month. I am PMSing too on top of it. So I think that's why I gained a little bit of weight, maybe a pound or two. And then, cause I'm doing the work, I did okay on the consistency challenge. I did well. No, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Hey, don't eat that. I did well on the consistency challenge in connection with Derek. I had a perfect 8-week streak or 7-week streak. What else? My dog is trying to eat my pillow. Don't eat the pillow. I didn't do well. Like I got like 4 or 5 days in a row, a lot for like water. The steps, the extra exercise, trying to hit an hour a day. I'm trying to remember. I just sent Caroline yesterday what my longest streak was. I know it was the connection with Derek, but I feel, the warrior. I was able to stick to warrior every day but once, which really pissed me off. My hangover day in September. So that sucks. But I think that was like a 30 plus streak. Anyways, I wasn't even gonna get on. I was like, who cares? Just keep doing what you're doing and you'll get there. And I thought, okay, I'll come on later this week when PMS is over. But this is life, right? This is life. This is what happens. I am doing a lot of activity. But I'm probably eating maintenance is what I would guess. Around 1,800 calories. I was kind of hoping my maintenance would be 1,800 calories without any exercise. But I don't think that's the case. Probably almost every day I fasted till 4 o'clock. I had a snack while I was preparing dinner or getting ready for ballet or getting ready to go to yoga or whatever. And then when I would come home, I would eat dinner. So like a 4-hour window, but as I said before, I would sometimes throw in exercise during that time. I weighed in at 165.5, which is actually up 3.4 pounds since last month. Like I said, it's PMS and it was Halloween too, and I did have some trick-or-treat candy, not a lot. Three pieces, I think, 3 fun size, but a little bit more candy than I probably have in a long time for the month of October. And a lot more desserts. Like even if I make me a little something, I'm not a huge dessert person, but lately I've been having dessert. So, and I made pumpkin bread with my fresh pumpkin that I cut and carved. So I had to try it, and it was unbelievable. I had that Sunday too. So I'm not shocked about the increase in weight. I weighed in at 161. No. I weighed in at 162.1 on October 1st. So, and I weighed in at 165.5 yesterday. The only other thing is that I looked at all my measurements. And yes, I went up in weight, but I went down in my chest, I went down in my waist, but I went up in my gut. And I'm bloated and I can tell. So that made me feel a little bit better actually, because I'm like, this is just your PMS. You're bloating because of PMS. So made me feel better. My thighs were about the same, little fluctuation. my knee, around my knee, top and bottom went down a little bit. My calf stayed the same. I actually gained about a half an inch on my arms. And what I think is the most awesome is that my fat percentage keeps going down. So I know I'm building muscle. It's just, it takes a long time. You have to be very consistent to build muscle. So my fat percentage was last month was 30.2, which was a huge drop from the month before. And this month it was 29.3. So I was so happy to see almost another whole percentage point. Now I know they're not super accurate. This is what I use, the handheld device. Can you see? I know you're getting a reflection. So yes, if they are inaccurate, at least it's a trend, you know, so at least I see that I am dropping. And I usually do it first thing in the morning. I'm doing this the first thing in the morning because I have a doctor's appointment today. So luckily I was able to, you know, make some time for this. So, and my BMI went up a little bit, but that makes sense because my weight went up, and that's all that looks at is your height and your weight. That's all that looks at, and your age. So, which I never have really given too much thought into the BMI. I would like to be in a healthy range, so under 25. And I think I'll get there just if I keep doing everything that I'm doing, but I don't hold too much weight in it. I told you guys about the Carbon app and what my goals will be for till the end of the year. I don't know how long that is. What is it? 31 days and 30 days is 61 minus 1. So 60 days we got, I think. I'm actually going to figure it out because I go to Aruba on the 21st, and it's going to be a vacation for me, but I am going to be mindful and try to track, because that was one of my I'm going to set up new goals. Like Caroline did, I used the Streaks app. No, I didn't use the Streaks app. I used the Habits app. And I've set up, I'm going to still keep the date night once a week or connection or something with Derek. Still keep trying to hit 10,000 steps a day. My lab is being renovated right now. My office area is. So I actually had to move all my stuff into my lab. So I do a lot more walking. So I think I'm going to do a lot better with that one this time. I'm going to change my hour of exercise to half an hour at least a day. So on the days that I don't have yoga, it'll be much more reasonable for me to get in. And I'm okay with 30 minutes a day, as long as I do 30 minutes every single day, you know. I want to track. I had a goal that said track everything and be compliant in Carbon, and I'll explain what that means in a minute, but I'm going to change it to 2 different habits. I'm going to track everything, and that is going to count as a habit, because I think all that data will help me even if I'm not compliant. And being compliant means, for me, in the Carbon app is like 1,262 calories, 126 grams of protein. And that's your 2 most important ones. He says if you can hit your calorie and protein, you can consider yourself compliant, even if your carbs and fat don't match or add up. But I'm only allowed 70 carbs and 30 fat. And I figured out yesterday, I'm like, I'm doing so good. Why is it saying I'm over on carbs? It's total carbs. It's not net carbs. So all my low carb foods that have all the fiber, they're not helping me. But I'm usually I've been pretty close. I would say within 300 calories on the calories. Carbs, I'm like a good chunk over, maybe 50 grams. And then a good 30 grams over on the fat. But I'm so down on the protein. So I think I just need to adjust what I'm eating. But that was the whole kind of point. I wanted to do this Carbon app kind of like what I normally eat, so then I can see where it puts me and what I need to do, what I need to reduce. So the first habit I want to create is just tracking everything until the end of the year. Just track it all. And then I'm going to have a new habit called Compliancy. And then if I ever am compliant, hit that. And then I can see how many times I'm actually compliant versus how many times I'm tracking everything. I'm still going to try to hit the 80 ounces of water. And I want to get back to my low weight. And I just had a thought on the way to drop my kids off. I'm going to, Mad Caroline inspired me so much in her last weekly update that she's under her low weight. And I just like kind of kick myself. I'm like, if I would have made that more of a focus 7 weeks ago, maybe I could be there too. So I'm going to do it. Why not just start it now, right? Yeah, like I said, we had 60 days, but it's going to run short for me a little bit. But I decided I'm going to come back on here weekly and give you guys an update, especially with trying with the Carbon app. I still will probably fast because I want to save the majority of my calories for the end of the day, but we'll see. So I think I'll do Mondays, because that's my rest day. So even if I have to check in with you at the end of the day, it looks like I just thought of it. So I haven't really laid out all the logistics, but I'll just check in with my consistency and how many days I was compliant and where it falls on the scale. So that's what I'm going to do. I am happy that it looks like I'm still losing fat, even though I'm not losing weight. And it'll be interesting for next week to see like how much PMS usually affects me. It usually affects me a good 3 pounds. So if that is the case, I'm just around the same weight that I was. And, you know, I guess I just have to just keep working at it, right? I need to be better with the food. And I've always known that I can't outwork a bad diet. So I just have to, I have been cooking and eating a lot more than I have in a long time. So I just have to kind of figure it out, I guess. The Carbon app is BioLanes. I found him through Keto in the Chaos. He was talking about lean protein one day, and it turns out he's got his PhDs in biochemistry. I'm not really sure. But he's fact-based and research-based. So he's not just spouting he's trying to sell his Carbon app, and I think he wrote a book. But I don't know, we'll give it a go, right? Give it a try. I will stick on any highlights I have here at the end of this video for October. I did not shoot a lot. I have a few in the car after yoga, and I don't know. I will check in with you guys Monday and let you know if I was compliant. Maybe I can show you the app. It's hard because I tape on my phone, so maybe Monday I will use my computer and I will show you my app and if I was compliant and all that. I hope everyone had a nice Halloween. We didn't do anything. Yeah. I'll check in next week. Look what came. They're excited. Huh. Okay, one second. You excited? Watch your face. Watch your face, Diesel. Ooh, wait, let's stand. Okay, wait. It says, lick or treat. I was hoping it was Halloween. Oh my geez, wait. It's a payday. Cute. These say Skelly beans. Do they come off? They do. There's one. There's another. This is a bag. All right, what do we got? What do we got? We got pumpkin honey, medium chew, 2 of them in there. Count Quackula. What does this say? Here's jerky. They're so excited. This is such a cute thing. I'm gonna get it from my dad and from my girlfriend for her for Christmas. Cute. Super cute. This is one of my favorite things. I can't remember how much it is a month. I think it's like $13, maybe. I don't know. It's worth it. It's cute. I'm hungry. Realized today when I was putting up my I promised you I would do 30 days of the OMAD, and now it seems so weird never taping. I guess I'll just tape on occasion through the month and put up highlights like I said I would, like I did in August. Lots of people responded and so they liked that, so I shall do that for this month. And I realized I don't really have a lot already for October. I really don't. I've been fighting this like post-nasal drip, and of course now every time you sneeze or cough or anything, you're like, oh, I got COVID. Or maybe it's just me because I'm hypochondriac. But I'm getting steamy in here. I just wanted to come on it wasn't really about the mantra. What I wanted to come on for, the reason I wanted to come on was that I did my headstand, the longest I've ever done it, tonight. And I'm so excited. Yesterday I got it on video somewhat. I set my camera up and I wasn't in a great frame, but I did it and I got up. But tonight I actually held it the whole time she was talking, and I was like, oh my God, I wish I would have had it on tape. Very proud of myself. I almost started to cry. I'm very proud of myself. Doing fine. I'm mainly doing Warrior. I actually have never not done Warrior this whole month, and we're on what is it, like today, the 15th or something? 13th. I haven't failed Warrior once yet, so that's good. I was trying to do more like a 1 hour window during the week and then a 4 hour window on the weekends, but only been making it to like 4 o'clock, and then I try to stop before 8. So, and I don't eat that whole time. I have like a snack around 4 o'clock, usually like 300-400 calories, and then I do yoga or do my stuff, or laundry or errands or whatever I have to do with my daughter, and then I have dinner. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm like, I honestly can't tell. I think I was 163, so I put on like a couple pounds, I guess, since the beginning of the month. But I am putting in the work, so I think it will catch up. Hope everybody's good. been forever since I've made a video, I feel like, because I was making one every day and then stopped because I was done with the 30 days. But I thought I'd pop on here because a couple things have happened. First thing, what happened? I went to the bonfire for my yoga studio yesterday by myself. Derek ended up taking Maddy to the homecoming game, so he didn't go with me, and then my friend flaked on me at the last minute, which was really frustrating, but pretty on par for her. She's like that. I don't want to run anybody over here. Are these people gonna go? All right, I'm gonna go then if you're not gonna go. So I went by myself, and let me just tell you, I do like the people, but like everyone kind of had people there that, you know, they were really close to. So I was really by myself the majority of the time, and it was so hard for me just to be there by myself. So I didn't stay very long, for a couple of hours, and I was just like, I don't know how to describe it. I was just I ended up having 2 seltzers and like half of an Orange Crush, and I really had to pee too, and there was like nowhere to go to the bathroom, and I really didn't want to pee in the parking lot, you know, par for the course. And so I got to the point where I could not hold it anymore and left. And then on the way home, I had packed this nice meal to eat, and I only ate like a few pretzel sticks and some hummus and a tortilla. I'm coming across here. What would it be if you didn't have a little road rage for me today, right? So where was I? So I didn't eat any of that, so I was starving, so I stopped by Wendy's, and I was really okay with stopping because I hadn't had anything really to eat. I had fasted the entire time, and I only ate some pretzel sticks and hummus, a few pieces of chicken when I was pulling it for my salad I was making, and that was it, and the alcohol. So I was just gonna stop and get a burger. I didn't care because I was a little, you know, tipsy too, so I didn't care. And the line was ridiculous. It was like wrapped around the building, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna go here. And then I got to Arby's, and I was like, well, I'll just get I really didn't want that, but I was like, I'll just get a beef and cheddar. So I got that. And the reason why I'm telling you is because I downloaded the Carbon Diet app, BioLanes. I started watching a lot of his videos. He's probably like the only one I really watch besides Omega and Caroline. I watch fasting, Mike Matthew, the Cole's client. That's pretty much it. That's all I watch. So I don't watch too much YouTube these days, but I do watch him a lot, and I like him, I guess, because he's, you know, he actually has degrees, and I respect that he does a lot of his research through studies. So I like that. I downloaded his app. It's like $10 a month. I got it for 6 months. I'm gonna try it. I already don't like things about it, but anyways, I put in all my information. I really would like to get my body fat accurately measured if anyone has suggestions for that. I've seen Cole do DEXA scans, then get hydrated and do it again, and it's all off. So I don't know really what the correct way to do that is. I think there's one up in Pennsylvania that I could go do, the Bod Pod. I think it's like an air chamber that measures you. I would do that too. I don't care, you know, like whatever. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions, because I would really like to know, because There's some people that I have seen on YouTube that looks like they have so much more fat on them than me, and then when they say their body weight percentage, I'm like, how is that possible? Because I feel like I'm really athletic build, and I've measured through the electric pulses, and I have the smart scale, and it says like I am 30% fat. So I'd like to see like really an accurate reading on that. So anyways, you put in all your information and it estimates your body fat, and it estimated my body fat at 20%. So then I'm like, well, what really is it? And it has me like at a maintenance calories of 1,800, which sounds about right. I don't like that it doesn't take exercise into consideration. Like some days I act like right now, I just ran 9 miles. So that's way more exercise than I do on a normal day. So I don't know. That's why I'm just frustrated a little bit with it. It just says, you know, what's your activity like? Well, that's annoying to me. Well, because my activity is always changing, but yes, I'm trying to be active every day. But sometimes on my rest days, an active part of that day is just a 2-mile walk. So that's way different than a 9-mile run or an hour of yoga with the walk. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna give it the 6 months because I paid for it. And I'm really curious. It says like after 3 weeks of consistency, it learns you. It actually learns by the scale and how it increases and decreases if you're compliant or not. Because right now it wants me to lose 1.5 pounds a week, which that's crazy slow. It wants me to only eat 1,200 calories. And I opted for a much more balanced diet so I could eat more carbs. It wants me to eat like 120 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbs, and like 30 grams of fat maybe. And so I put in the Arby's yesterday and I was fucking over on the carbs and on the fat. I was on, I ended up being like 1,700 for the day. And I was like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to eat 1,200 calories and have 3 meals? That's crazy. It's never gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to keep doing Warrior, which I think I'm fine with. I can do Warrior. Warrior, it took me about a month, but I can make it till 4 or 5 o'clock and then open my window for 4 hours and then have the 1,200 calories. Yeah, have like dinner and then have like maybe another snack, or have a snack at 4 and then eat dinner at 6. You know, I'm not eating the whole 4 hours, but at least that window's open to me. And sometimes I have an 1.5 hour workout in there. So I'm gonna keep doing it, guys. Just keep doing it and doing it well. That's why I wanted to tell you that I went to the bonfire trying to put on my big girl panties and make some new friends, and it was so awkward. And then I just did my run. I'm gonna do yoga tomorrow, and my daughter has homecoming tonight, so I have a really busy day. I'm actually headed to go pick her up, and I'm like sitting there thinking how thirsty I am, and there's a fucking water right here. I got sand all in my car from the bonfire. Yeah, so I hope everybody is good. I'm so excited that the girls are coming in a couple weeks, 3 weeks. And let me tell you, that first 8 miles of this 9-mile run felt amazing. It was like 59 when I started, and I love that type of weather for running, and I could tell my body really likes it. So the first 8 miles I felt good. The last one was a little more like, ugh, when is this gonna be over? But I keep increasing my long run a 1/2 mile each weekend. So I should be right at 13 miles when I run my race. I think that's all I got for you guys. I'm hopeful that I have a couple goals in mind. 159 is the most I want to weigh. Then I would be happier with 155, and the goal was 152. I'm still like 160, I don't know, 3 something. So I'm like right around the same thing I was at the beginning of the month. And I have, how many? it's the 23rd. I think I have 8 days, which I can totally do. But I'm not gonna fast more than Warrior. So we shall see. Have a good one. Hi guys. Just wanted to pop on really quick because something changed a little bit today for me. I think I have like 40 day streak for Warrior. And today, and it's always been like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock I start my window, and then, you know, finished by 8, 9 o'clock, go to bed. Well, today was a team building thing at work. And yeah, I could have definitely skipped eating because it wasn't the best choices, but I had told myself tomorrow I'm participating in all the fall fest activities at work. There's like a chili kickoff, and I'm making cook-off. I'm making my keto white chicken chili because I just love it. So I'm gonna do that. Look at, they put the lights up down here. Wow. Oh, it's for Sea Witch. I was gonna say it's only Halloween. There's a Sea Witch festival, Halloween festival that's down here this weekend. I forgot. Anyways, so today I ended up, we carved pumpkins at work. It's a big charitable campaign. It's called the State Employee Charitable Campaign. You, as a whole department, you raise money. So our department has different sections. I'm in a compliance section. Every section tries to raise the most money, and then you win a prize. My boss and I have won the current cornhole tournament several years in a row, and just not doing one this year. So there was a talent show. There was a bunch of raffles, and so I bought a little duck. I guess you squirt it with water, and you have duck races. I bought bingo. I bought a bunch of raffle tickets. Anyways, I'm signed up to do the chili cook-off, and what happens is you pay $5, and then you get to try all the chilies, and then you get to eat a bowl of your favorite. And I wanted to participate. I've participated for the last 7 years, so I wanted to participate. And I was like, well, how am I going to do that and not ruin my streak? Because I don't want to ruin my streak. So ridiculous. So I decided, and I also want to stay the course. I want to see what a month of Warrior will give me, if it'll give me weight loss or if it will still just maintain. I'm not really watching calories. I told you guys that I did sign up for the carbon diet BioLane app. It's strictly diet related. It doesn't take into consideration how active you are at all. It's a little frustrating. But it wants me to eat about 1,300 calories to lose 1.5 pounds a week, and I just don't think that's enough for what I do. Anyway, my whole point is I ended up eating lunch today. I ended up opening my window at 12:30, and I allowed it to stay open to 4:30, and I had a snack before I came to yoga because I was not hungry, but I figured I better eat a little more so when I go home after yoga, I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I don't feel like I'm gonna die. I definitely don't. Do I feel like I want to go home and eat something? Yes. But I have to make the chili for tomorrow, and I have to take a shower, and I haven't slept good in 5 days, which is really frustrating. I really hope that I can get some decent sleep tonight. I'm falling asleep okay. I'm just not staying asleep. I'm up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and then I get up and go to work. So even this weekend, I was up before 6 o'clock. Ooh, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
yeah, I was up before 6 o'clock both days, which sucks when it's your opportunity to sleep in. But, yeah, so I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna make the chili and then I'm gonna lay down. So hopefully I won't have trouble falling asleep, being that I haven't eaten since it was like 4:30. So we shall see. And then so I'm gonna fast from 4:30 this afternoon to 12:30 tomorrow when I participate in the chili cook-off. So maybe I'll pop on here tomorrow night and just let you know how it all went. If I was able to make it, if it was hard. It really shouldn't be hard, being that I've eaten. That's really a problem for me though. Like once I start eating, the snowball, that's why it's best for me to eat at the end of the day. But I gotta, I should be able to control myself, because I eventually want to go back to eating a couple small things during the day and then a sensible dinner. Hi guys. I just remembered that I said I would come on here and tell you how I did. I got new glasses today. Now I can see at night. See at night. I'm just leaving yoga and I did fine. Last night was a little rough. I wasn't that hungry. I will admit that I made chili and I tasted it a few times, like the broth, to make sure I wasn't too spicy or needed more seasoning. But I did really good. And today's lunch was barely anything. My day was nuts. I was up since 2 o'clock in the morning. Again, this is like day 6, I think. Terrible sleep. Terrible. It's been awful. Layla last night, she has a bug or something, because she was just aching and whining and up all night. So I don't know if she ate something bad, but she definitely was not feeling good last night. So I sat up on the couch with her from like 2 o'clock on and just held her while she like shivered, almost like she was having a fever. But one of the girls texted me. Yeah, I just held Layla. I held her and got up fine. I was down, which was exciting to eat in the middle of the day and fast at night, because I think I always, have more time to burn off what I ate, especially going to yoga. So I was happy about that. And then today I was crazy because I was up since 2. I got my kids up around 7, took them to the dentist. We were at the dentist for a long time. Then I had to pick up my glasses, pick up Tate's glasses. He was like, oh my God, I can see. And I'm like, buddy, you've been not seeing. So, then they wanted McDonald's and I was like, okay. And then Tate didn't want his hash brown and I'm like, oh, I wish I could eat that, because I do love a McDonald's hash brown. But I didn't. I went in, took them into school, and I didn't get to work till at 11, and I was so disappointed because my chili was cold. I should have plugged it in and then went back and picked it up, but it just didn't have time to do that. I was supposed to have dropped my chili off at 10, and I did not drop it off till I didn't drop it off till like 11:02, which was so disappointing. Because I really wanted it, I spent 2 hours making it and I was tired, and who wants cold chili? So that sucked. But a lot of people that are on that type of diet really, really loved it and asked for the recipe. But I didn't win any of the raffles. I didn't win the chili. I knew I wouldn't. People were tasting it when it was cold, so that sucked. I only had a tiny bit of chili. I did the taste test, but I only ate a tiny bit, and I taste tested there was a cornbread cook-off, so I tasted a bite of each of them. I really didn't eat a lot of that. A few pieces of candy, one cookie. And when I got home, I ate a Built Bar before yoga and a little bit of pulled pork as my dinner. So, I don't know. Like, I definitely didn't feel satisfied today. I definitely felt better yesterday, food-wise. Like, I had some chicken and dumplings for dinner last night, like at 4:30 was my meal. And it was, satisfying. I didn't like having food in my system for yoga, though. So it's like this, I don't know, fine line, I guess.